Okay, so I didn't get my 2 videos out this week, which is what I wanted to do, but at the same time, while trying to set this up and doing a full-time job, I realised very quickly that, and for saying so, it's like I'd rather do one better quality video than rushing out to substandard videos. So it kind of makes more sense just to scale it back a little bit, try and perfect the one, and then see where we go from there. Is that I somehow managed to snag an agent without being on Spotlight and without having a fully recognised showreel. And I'm not saying I have all the answers, but at the same time I was very lucky that my agents took a chance on me and they saw something in me where they deemed that representing me would be in their best interest, and I thank them for that. So today I'm going to give you top 5 things that you should know about agents and top 5 things you should look for when finding an agent. Let's start with number 5. Do your research. Definitely do your research. Mainly because there are a lot of agents that specialise in different fields, and there are a lot of agents that may specialise in your field, and it wouldn't really make sense to be with an agent that specialises in one area of performing arts while you're doing a different area. Granted, that agent may know a lot about your chosen area. There could be another agent that obviously specialises in it, therefore has more contacts, more networking opportunities, and are able to get you through a lot more doors. And now it's not to slight any other agents who may think that you are worth picking up, but at the same time you have to do what's in the best interest for yourself. Okay, number 4. Look at the people that they represent. Right, if you look at an agency and you see that there's a spot that could be filled by yourself, and that you may fill a certain bracket or a certain representation that they may not already have on their books, then that is also a good way of indicating that, you know what, you have a lot more chance of maybe getting in with this agent, as opposed to going to another agent which has maybe a lot of people, or a fair few people that might have your similar kind of age range, ethnicity, build. So yes, definitely look at who they represent, because that might be a very good way of indicating whether or not they'll be very interested in looking at you as a performer. Okay, point number 3. Give them a reason to represent you. I was lucky enough to have my agents take a chance on me, and they were really happy with how they were really happy with how I auditioned. And that's one of the things they keep trying to instill into me, is just remember the energy, remember the passion that I put into my audition with them when I go into auditions for other things that they put me forward for. So yeah, just be the best person in the room, by far. Right, let's go to number 2. No agency will ever charge you a fee to join. I learnt this the hard way. I thought I'd found a really good talent agent, went down to London, did the audition, and took a few headshots with one of their photographers, only to find out that in order for me to get those headshots, I'd have to send over a fee before finding out whether I got through to their agency. So me, being younger and naive and kind of wanting to be in the business, I thought, you know what, it's only a little bit of money, it wasn't too expensive in all honesty. I think it was about £60. Well, I paid the £60 to kind of release the headshots, only to find out that that I wasn't part of the agency, that I just literally paid £60 on the Friday, and by the Saturday I found out that they didn't want me as part of their agency. And I was like, so why not give me well, why not tell me before trying to charge me? Then I realised that they're like a professional scamming organisation. Now I'm not going to give the name of the company, mainly because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have probably dealt with them before, but they probably, and it's just one of those situations where I'll always say an agent works for you. Like, they take a chance on you and you pay them commission on jobs that they find for you, and then your acting ability like gets the job. Once you get the job, and then obviously you get paid for doing the job, that's when you give the agents commission. And that's an agent's job. It is not their job to charge you to provide their services and their networking services. That's not a proper agent. So be mindful of sharks. That's one of the main things I can always say, and it was a life lesson that I had to learn, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people had to learn. But you take it on the chin, you don't get too bothered about it, you just move forward. Okay, let's move on to number one. If it's not working, don't be afraid to change. Now I say this more for the people who have been with their agents for a long time, or people who have just got a brand new agent and they may not be feeling that it's the exact fit they want. I'm happy with my agents. They've been putting me forward to some really, really good stuff, and I trust them and they trust in me, and we've built up a really good relationship, and I really appreciate everything they've done for me. So this is not kind of like me talking about myself personally. It's more kind of a broad thing to say to people. If you're not happy, there's no point in staying. It's just that simple. Even though you've entered into a contract with like the party, if the party's not working, if you're not working, if you find that it's just not working for you, then why waste your time? It's like there's probably other agencies that will utilise you better, and there might be other people that agents can utilise better. Sometimes it just doesn't fit. So don't be afraid to kind of just think to yourself, you know what, this might not be where I want to be right now, so I'm going to move on and move forward. There's no harm, no foul. End of the day, this is all about your career, and you have to do what's best for your career. Right, now those are my top 5 things to know about getting an agent. I'm not saying that I know everything, I'm just giving you my opinions on some of the things that I've learned while being in this industry, and these are some of the things that I kind of wish I knew beforehand before I started looking, because it might have cut down a bit of time, saved me a bit of money, and also not getting scammed. But ultimately, these are the kind of things that I kind of want to share with maybe other aspiring actors who are looking for agents, or people who feel like, you know what, I want to take things to the next step and then obviously get an agent. So if you like this kind of content where I go through the top 5 things from my perspective in terms of the acting world, feel free to leave a comment down below, ask some questions, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All my social media is down in the description bar, and have a great day.